of the Friends of Schmeeckle Reserve, we'd like to welcome you to the Schmeeckle Reserve Shakespearean Players presentation of The Ice Age Comes to Schmeeckle Reserve. The Friends of Schmeeckle Reserve is a new group. This is our coming out party, if you will. And we are part of a group that is here to help Schmeeckle Reserve grow and prosper and move forward and do things that it can't do in the current structure. So we welcome you and invite you to become a friend of Schmeeckle Reserve if you should so choose. And now we will travel back in time to a time 10,000 years ago when ice covered this area. It was a time when woolly mammoths and sloths and snapping turtles roamed the area. Vast sheets of ice covered this where you're sitting. But the times, they are a-changing. The glaciers are shrinking. It happens slowly at first, but the weather tonight is warm, and the glaciers are shrinking. For the 20,000th annual Central Wisconsin Ice Age Games, let us begin. Let's check in with our cave anchor lady, Ashley, who is here to greet you. Thank you.
Is this thing on? Oh, we're rolling? Good evening and welcome to the 20,000th annual Ice Games. I'm your cave anchor, Ashley, and I'd like to welcome you to the Glacial Lake, Wisconsin. It's the balmy 0 degrees here at the edge of the Laurentide ice sheet. The weatherman has been warning us that the retreat of the glacier is going to flood our stadium, but I think we're able to squeeze one last year out of it. But let's not waste any more time. I'm excited to see how our competitors fare this year. All right, I've got a joke for you. Why do caribou run in circles? No idea. Because it's hard to run in squares. I sometimes feel like I'm running in circles trying to find a corridor that isn't covered in glaciers. You know, my Clovis friends and I, we like to eat megafauna like woolly mammoths and mastodons and saber-toothed cats. And even caribou. Oh, what's ironic? Let's carry the caribou. Looks like she's prepping for today's race. How are you feeling, Carrie?
Oh, I'm so pumped. I put over 500 miles of distance training this year. My opponents better watch out. Winning's the only option.
Sounds like you're prepared to win. But aren't your feet tired from all that running?
Nah. Luckily, I was blessed with wide and long feet that are kind of like snowshoes. And my 2 hooves easily support my weight, so I can travel over any terrain. There's no slowing me down.
Her 2 toes sound better than my 5 toes, but do you have any concerns before you start running?
Well, actually, my thick and luscious fur is hollow, and it's great at retaining heat. And my short ears and short tail also help keep me pretty warm. So I'm kind of worried about getting some sweat stains once I start running. Hopefully I can find a few nice snow piles to roll around in once I get started. I'm a bit snow obsessed, or a chinophile as my friends like to say.
Well, I'm sure a cameraman can catch your best angle. Good luck, Carrie.
Thank you, I sure hope so. My antlers are looking pretty good this year, and I want everyone to know.
On your mark, get set, go!
Go, Carrie! Go!
Wow, look at her go. Our next event is a battle of strength and a game of tug of war. Our competitors have been training all year long, so let's go ahead and catch up with them. On one end of the vine, we have Scott the Mastodon.
Woo! Excuse me, ma'am. I'm not a mastodon. My name is Scott the Mammoth. You can tell us apart because I am so much larger and more handsome than my noble competitor.
Sorry about that, Scott. On the other end of the vine, we have Mark the Mammoth!
First off, I'm Mark the Mastodon. Can't you tell by my muscular build, low profile, and my slightly curved tusks? Who's ready to watch me tug this mammoth to victory?
Not a chance, puny Mastodon. We'll see who has the most power.
All right, boys, I'm sorry I mixed you two up. You two do look pretty tasty. I mean, similar, with your shaggy hair and your long tusks. You guys look like a couple of musk oxen with tusks.
I'm not muskox. I'm Scott the Mammoth from the plains.
Yeah, but you smell like one.
Smell like a daisy yourself. Now, if you will, permit me to introduce you to him. You'll notice his short, stubby legs, his pencil-thin neck, and this low, flat, sloping forehead. He stands no chance.
Okay, you might be a little bit bigger than me, but I still stand at 10 feet tall and weigh in at 6 tons. That's as much as an elephant.
No, it isn't!
You may be as large as an elephant, but I'm still bigger than you. I'm 11 feet tall, and I weigh 6.6 tons. Your football physique stands no chance against my size and power.
Oh yeah? What has 16 feet, is hairy, and sounds terrible? A mammoth barbershop quartet.
What's the difference between an injured mastodon and bad weather?
I'm handsome.
No.
Yes!
One pours with rain, the other roars with pain.
Well, what's the difference between a cookie and a mastodon?
What?
Try dipping a mastodon in your milk, then you'll know. I've been dining on nothing but leaves and fruit to get ready for this contest, and for dessert, I dine on conifer twigs.
That sounds like a weak diet. I've been eating nothing but leaves and grass. This diet will surely ensure my victory.
All right, boys, that's enough. Let's get this show on the road. All right, now on the count of 3, you each will pick up your end of the vine and pull yourselves to victory. Are you boys ready?
Yeah.
All right, I need some help from the audience. 3, 2, 1, go!
Come on, Mark.
Thanks, you're pretty strong yourself. We're two big, strong animals locked in an epic battle of strength tonight.
Did I win? Did I win?
Yes! 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 Yes!
You didn't win. You didn't win. We dropped the vine at the same time. It was a tie.
A tie? I thought I won. There's no way I lost against somebody with such a large, fatty neck hump.
Mark, it may be true. I have a large fatty neck hump, yes? But let me tell you something about this neck hump. I come from the northerly, ice-covered plains. And this fatty neck hump stores vital nutrients. It is my secret weapon. Besides, there's no way that you could have won against me, what with my much larger size, my greater strength, and my long, curved tusks.
Okay. So your tusks They're a little bit bigger than mine, okay?
Yes, they are.
But there's one thing you don't know about these little tusks I have.
What about your tusks?
I use them to fight. I challenge you to fisty tusks.
Bring it on, Mark.
No, Mark, don't spoil my dinner. I'm hungry for mammoth burgers.
Mammoth burgers!
Actually, you can't make mammoth burgers out of me. I am a great big mammoth. I'm the strongest animal in all the land. I have a question for you.
What?
What time is it when a woolly mammoth sits on your igloo?
Dinner time?
No. Time to build a new igloo.
I'm gonna get you. It looks like Carrie's finishing.
Ashley, how's it going? The run has been fantastic out here.
Carrie, as you're nearing the finish line, do you have anything on your mind?
Food! I'm so hungry! I eat about 3,000 kilograms of lichen right now. That's enough to fill these 2 garbage bags.
Lichen? Is that some sort of animal?
No! It's a combination of algae and fungi, and it grows on the rocks in the tundra. I love to harvest it all day long by kicking at the ground with my hooves. I sure have taken a liking to lichen over the past few years.
Well, the finish line's in sight. Let's get to it. Wow, what a feat for Carrie. Now our next event isn't so much about speed as it is about camouflage, the game of hide and seek. Now naturally, our saber-toothed cat will act as our seeker, as everyone else frantically hides. Are you ready, everyone? Let's hide!
Ready or not, here I come!
Has anyone seen my other bag of moss? I found a person.
Whoa! Dude, where did all of you guys come from? No worries. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Pika, and I am a total powder hound. Yes, I do love me that white gold, or, snow, I think you noobs might call it. See, everything about me is designed for chillaxing in the cold. I'm all small and round and fat, and I have this huge, thick coat to wear. I'm great at conserving heat. I'm also a great hider. I like to lay low on rocky slopes. It's where I call home. But hey, if you step on my turf, bro, you can be sure to hear me say, eep, eep, eep. That's probably why they call me the whistling hare. But hey, don't confuse me with my cousins, the rabbits. I mean, my ears aren't quite that long, are they?
No.
See, with this big coat of mine and things heating up with this glacier on the move, I need a lot of energy. In fact, I stacked some of this bomber moss that Carrie Caribou keeps lugging around. It's not really the greatest tasting stuff, but it's high in fiber, so it gives me a lot of energy. You know, it's warming up so much, there are totally death cookies everywhere. I gotta get out of here.
Death cookies, yum.
Look, there's Pika! She's the gold medalist winner for the game of hide and seek.
Sorry, Ashley, you startled me. But I gotta get to that Epi Pow Pow out in Rado before I biff it and there's a yard sale.
Pika, I don't understand.
Oh, see, it's been warming up, so I've been looking for some new real estate. I'm thinking about moving to Colorado or maybe even Canada, before I fall down the slopes and lose all my stuff.
Oh.
Well, smell you later.
She's an interesting one. Our next event is the long jump with our saber-toothed cat.
Hey, Cave Anchor, I have a joke for you.
Yeah, what's that?
What did the saber-toothed cat mom say to her cub when it was chasing a Clovis person?
I don't know.
Stop chasing your food. So, I'm Zach, the saber-toothed cat, and I'm totally gonna crush at this event. See, I've been stalking through the jungle my entire life and leaping onto the back of my prey. Let's just get this over with.
Wow, Zach, how do you think that jump went?
Well, competition was fierce, but really they didn't stand a chance. See, our species has been evolving for millions of years to hunt large animals like mammoths and mastodons and even the occasional Clovis person.
And, when you catch your prey, what do you do on their backs?
Well, see, I just use my massive forearms to hold them down for a while because my teeth are really fragile, so I don't want to jump in with my teeth first.
But, how big are those teeth anyway?
They're about 100 inches in length.
What?
About 20 inches in length. That's almost 2 feet.
Wow, that's pretty big. I mean, you said they're fragile, so I guess it's pretty good you're not in a rock eating contest.
A rock eating contest? That's not real, is it?
I mean, not this year, but it could be in the games next year.
I hate water.
That was a close one. All right, I got another joke for you all. Tell me, what race is never run?
A mouse.
A swimming race!
Don't forget to bring your trunks!
Okay, but in all seriousness, let's get this show on the road. Our last event is the 200-meter swim, and it looks like the giant ground sloth is ready to swim her race.
Where are you gonna swim?
I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Us giant ground sloths, despite our large 2,200-pound bodies, are very capable of swimming, which is a good thing because with all this water melting around here, it's going to create a lot of water. Made it.
Wow, with a time of 38 seconds, the giant ground sloth takes the lead. Who would have thought? Tell us, Sloth, how was it done?
Well, it wasn't as easy as it looked, trust me. I did say I was capable of swimming, but I'm so large that it uses a lot of my energy. Which reminds me, I'm getting pretty hungry.
I bet you're hungry. But tell us, what kind of food do you eat to, refuel yourself after a race like this?
How about you check out my teeth? Did you get a good look?
No.
I think so, but why'd you want me to look?
I wanted to show you that my teeth are large and peg-like, and therefore I'm an herbivore and enjoy eating a wide variety of plants. Also, you know what I love to do? I love to stretch my long 10-foot body and stand up on my hind legs to reach the best leaves and branches on the trees.
Jump.
Wow, you are pretty tall.
I am quite tall, yes. Also, check out these claws. I use these bad boys to strip leaves and tear off branches.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're an herbivore, otherwise I might be in trouble.
Jump.
But, do you have anything else to say to the folks at home?
Well, I want to say thanks to all of you for coming to watch the games today, especially the swimming race, because a lot of people don't think of giant ground sloths being able to swim. And I'm happy
All right, let's get this swimming race started. I've been practicing for the last 24 years. Excuse me, our race just ended. Who are you?
Say what? That's not fair. It's been so cold up here for the last 10,000 years that I would have never survived. And snapping turtles like me are one of the most cold-tolerant, cold-blooded animals around. All of you mammals got a head start on your way up to the north. What with your warm, luxurious fur coats and your ability to produce your own body heat, you're telling me that you couldn't have held off the race just a little longer for me to get here?
All right, you don't have to snap at me. you did make it to the race, how do you think you would have done?
I'm sure I would have done awful. I'm a terrible swimmer. I don't know how I got placed in this stinking swimming race anyways.
Snappy turtle. Don't snap.
Calm down, it's only a game.
I'm sorry. I just get so crabby and aggressive anytime I have to spend time on land. I promise, I'm much, much calmer when I'm in the water. It's just that this shell of mine isn't big enough for me to hide in, like the rest of my turtle relatives. And I'm too slow to get away if I feel threatened. So I've learned to be extra mean to anyone that even thinks about trying to hurt me. You better watch out or I'll snap that microphone you have in half.
Well, speaking of relatives, I heard they're on their migration north. Have they seen the beautiful weather we've been having?
Oh yeah, they're all doing great, but it's still a little too cold for most of them here yet. Cold-blooded animals like me and other reptiles and amphibians, we need warm enough temperatures to keep our body temps high. Then there's also the fact the rest of my turtle relatives are worried if it's too cold that all their eggs will hatch into boys. Talk about troubled waters.
Sounds like some old crazy wives' tale.
No, it's true. The temperature of the soil determines whether our eggs will hatch into males or females. Colder temperatures mean they'll hatch into mostly males. And warmer temperatures mean they'll hatch into mostly females. And since we females are the ones that will be laying eggs once we get older, it's important to have warm enough temperatures. Anyways, the rest of my reptile relatives and amphibian amigos are on their way back too. They're just not quite as tough as me when it comes to roughing it out in the cold.
What was that?
You hear that? You know,
Yeah. What was that?
I thought I heard it, but, you know, I thought it was just you and Scott still fighting. But, you know, now that I think about it, I'm actually getting a little hungry. I think that was my stomach. Dinner time!
I think the glacier is melting. There's a flood coming.
Where'd everyone get off to? It looks like all this water goes on for miles.
You know, Snappy Turtle, I think the flood meant we lost some of our competitors.
Over here!
It looks like Carrie, Caribou, and Pika made it all the way to Canada. What a feat!
Snapping Turtle, do you know what this means?
What?
You're the automatic winner of the ice games.
Oh, that's lame. I didn't even get to race.